Hey, Britton from Percy here. This video today is about optimizing your listings with new SEO keywords. And by that I mean um, incorporating new keywords into the listing text that you already have. So we've just did a video about importing your catalog. So if you have a catalog of 50, 100, 500 listings, the first step to getting that optimized is to import that catalog into Percy. So you're saving it into your dashboard here. If you haven't seen that video, go check out that video. You can click this button and you'll see a link to it. From there, there's two routes you could take. You could rewrite the whole listing from scratch with new keywords, and there's a separate video of doing that. Or if the listing content is good, if the product information is good and it's converting well, then you might just want to update the keywords and leave the text of the listing the same or as similar as you can to what it is now. That's what we're talking about today. So not rewriting the whole listing from scratch, but just optimizing SEO keywords into your listing. So I'll show you how to do that step by step after we've imported the catalog. So I'm assuming that you've already imported the catalog here. You can see it down here in your dashboard, and we'll start from here. So just for the sake of this video, I've taken this listing here for a space heater that I found. Looks like there's a bunch of good product information there. The bullets are fleshed out. There's a lot of good information here. So we'll pretend that you want to keep this as similar as you can to this, but you got to get some new keywords in there to improve the visibility and get more traffic to the listing. So we've got two examples of this. I've changed one of the ASINs so that we'll only work on one and we'll leave the other one as it was originally so you can see it before and after at the end. If I open this up now, you're going to see we have 0 keywords because we don't have any keywords saved to this listing yet. But we've got our bullets here. There's a couple of words that look like they're restricted, but that's okay. Let's get some keywords. So that's the first step is before we can optimize new keywords in, we have to do keyword research and get a keyword list. So I'm just showing you this as a single listing. In reality, you're going to be doing this across your whole catalog. So I'm going to show you how that works in Percy. If I go back to the dashboard, I'll just highlight this ASIN because I want to save these ASINs. That's how Percy's going to look up the listings that you're working on. And I'm going to click Bulk Tools. I'll move my little icons over here so you can see everything on the screen. The first thing that we need to make sure we're always doing when we're updating listings, whether it's rewriting or optimizing, we want to make sure we're selecting Update Saved Listings, not creating new listings. So we're working on listings that we've already saved into Percy. I'm also going to click 2 steps. So this is the 2-step method where we find keywords as a separate step and then we generate or optimize the listing as a second step. You'll see step 1 and step 2 here. The first thing I'm going to do is click this Google Sheet template. So this will open up a Google Sheet copy. If you want to use Excel files, we also have Excel downloads here as well. So whichever you're more comfortable with, I'm going to open up a Google Sheet just to keep all of this in the browser window. So when this makes a copy, you're going to see this instruction sheet here on the top. The 2 tabs down here are where you're going to do your work. That's where you're going to organize your product information. So if I click Bulk Keyword Research, that's going to take us to the Keyword Research template. Now this is the information that we're going to use to give Percy to find keywords for all of your listings in your catalog at the same time. So this is going to find the raw keyword results. It's going to filter, clean out all the other brands and bad keywords that you don't want, and it's going to give you an organized, complete, ready-to-go keyword list, organized by title, bullets, description, all that. So the SKU is an optional column. If you want to have it, you can put your SKUs right there. The ASIN is essential. So this ASIN is the ASIN of your product, of your listing that you imported. So if you have 50 different listings that you've imported, you should have 50 different ASINs listed here. It'll be 1 row per listing. That's how Percy works. And that's what's going to tell Percy which listing we're updating for each row. So that's essential. The next 2 columns are the search parameters that we're giving to Percy to find keywords. So you can use competitor ASINs to find keywords. If you have competitor ASINs, that's great. You can separate them with a comma or with a put each on their own line and just put them in this cell here. If you don't have competitor ASINs, you can use a search keyword. Either one works well. You can combine both. If you have both a search keyword and competitor ASINs, you can use both and you're going to get even more keyword results to pull from. But a search keyword works just fine. So in this case, I'll put space heater, for instance. That's what I'll put here. That'll be our root search keyword. The final thing here is this strategy column here. This is how Percy's going to rank the different keyword results in importance. So what kind of metrics do you care about being in the top keywords? Do you want to make sure that you have high search traffic and high relevancy? Do you want to aim at high keyword sales? Do you want to aim at competitor ranks or trending? There's all these different combinations of metrics that you can use to make sure that the keywords that you care about for your account or your product are being organized at the top of your listing. And the ones that you care less about are coming down into the bottom of the list in your description and your backend keywords. So play around with this, and this will help you optimize your SEO strategy. So this is all we need for our keyword research. We need our ASIN, we need some kind of a search parameter, whether it's a keyword, an ASINs, or both, and we need to have our strategy set here. And when you're organizing this, you're going to set this across all the rows. So it might look something like this. You're going to have all of your ASINs laid out here. You're going to have all your search terms here or all your ASINs here. And then you're going to have a search SEO strategy here in each row. So one row per listing. So in this case, we're just doing one listing, so I'll leave this as it is. And I'm going to download this file as a CSV. I'm going to come back here to the bulk Amazon generator in Percy, and we've got this set on 2 steps. So I'm going to go to keyword research and upload this file that I've just created. And Percy's going to get to work finding keywords, filtering them, looking for any bad words, pulling out any foreign languages or misspelled keywords, and then giving us clean, relevant keywords attached to each listing in your catalog. So if you have 50 listings that you're working through, this might be about a 5-minute process. Okay, our keyword research is done. If you want to download a spreadsheet of all of your keywords, you can click download here. You'll also get an email to your email address, whatever's put here. As a side note, if all you're doing is finding keywords, maybe you're a PPC team or you're trying to just do keyword research alone, you can just do this one step and then you're finished. You can grab all the organized keyword research and off you go. In our case, this is just the first part. Now we want to optimize the keywords. I'm going to go back to the dashboard and just show you what we've done so far. So in this case, we haven't changed the listing at all. We haven't updated any of the copy here. All we've done is find keywords. So here we have 3 keywords in the title. We have 10 bullet keywords here. Some of these will just by coincidence usually be already crossed out. So we have a few exact match phrases here just by accident, which you typically do, heater, space heater, things like that. What we want to do now is get this keyword into the title. We want to get these keywords into the bullets. I don't think there's a description. There's no description in this listing, so we won't worry about these description keywords down here. So here's how we do that. We'll go back and I'll show you how you would now do this across your whole catalog. So at this step, all of your listings will have keyword research done. In one spreadsheet, we've got keywords organized for all your listings. Now we're going to optimize all of the listings with these new keywords that you've just found. So I'll go back and make sure we've selected Update Save Listings. We've got 2 steps selected. If I go back to this spreadsheet from before, I'll make sure I've got this ASIN copied, and I'm going to click on Bulk Listing Generation. this second tab, well, third tab, I suppose, down at the bottom of the spreadsheet. And it's going to look like this. The first thing I'm going to do is copy my ASIN into the Your ASIN column. And I'm also going to delete these default options on the other rows just to be safe. And here you're going to see a bunch of columns like tone of voice, bullet length, title length. These are all formatting or style options for writing a new listing. So if we were rewriting everything from scratch, say we wanted to make sure the bullets got longer or shorter, or maybe there weren't bullets to begin with, these would be really important for us to fill out. Because we're not writing new copy, we're only rewriting existing copy to add keywords, none of these columns in the middle are going to affect anything. So we don't need to worry about any of this. The only thing we need to worry about is the ASIN column and this column here called action. So this is the column where we tell Percy either we want to rewrite everything in this listing from scratch, or in our case, we want to optimize. So optimize means we're only going to add keywords to the copy that's already there. Now, I said that these columns don't matter, the title length, bullet length. We do still need to have them filled out. So if you have, let's say, 15 listings, something like that, your spreadsheet should look something like this. You still need to drag down the column, all the columns, so that there needs to be some value there. Otherwise, Percy's going to throw an error. But the only thing that's really going to affect the outcome is the ASIN that you have here and that you've selected optimize in this column. Percy's going to ignore all of this. So as the second step, now we're going to take this ASIN and we're going to go rewrite all the keywords that we just found before. I'll download this and we'll go back to Percy's bulk Amazon generator. And down here in listing generation, step 2, I'm going to upload that file that we just created and we'll start optimizing this listing. Okay, our optimization is done. You'll see this download button here. And by the way, if you're doing a bunch of listings, you're going to see row by row the batches of listings being done. So you'll sort of see your progress as you're going. When it's finished, you're going to see this download button. You'll also get an email with this file, but I'll download this so you can see the final step of uploading your changes. First, I'm going to go back to the dashboard so you can see what we've done. Just for reference, I'll open back up the original listing that we pulled. There are no keywords. We have no keyword research, but this is what it looks like. And if I go back and open up our new optimized listing, here's what we've got. So I'll close the product details so you can see the keyword list. We've got 10 exact match keywords that come to a total of about 237,000 search volume. And these keywords will cross out here on the left when they've been used in exact phrase form. So space heater, space heaters for indoor use. You can see them on the right here as well. They get underlined in green in the exact phrase match. Likewise, here in the bullets, you'll see they get crossed off in exact phrase form. A bit of explanation about how optimization works. Percy will put the keywords in the bullets or in the title in the place where it is most relevant and most sensible to put the keywords. If there is a keyword that is grammatically incorrect, Percy will try to turn it into a correct keyword. So something like space heater portable is going to turn into probably a broad match keyword. Space heater for office quiet is also going to be one that we're never going to put that in exactly, so it's not going to be an exact match. So you're probably not going to see every keyword get in. Sometimes you will. Something like electric heater probably would have been redundant for something like electric space heaters, for instance, something like that. But in about 5 or 10 minutes across our whole catalog, we've now got a fresh keyword list that's organized, cleaned, ready to go, and now we've optimized these keywords into our listing in a way that's natural, integrated, and relevant to the product. So now that you've got these optimized SEO titles and bullets ready to go, how do you get them into your listing? So I downloaded that file that Percy generated for me, and I'll open it up so you can see what that looks like. So this is the file template that Percy gave to me when it was done with this row. You're going to get a spreadsheet delivered to you with each row as one optimized listing. And in each optimized listing, in each row, you're going to have this column, one column for title, one column for bullet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So every single row is going to have this new optimized copy, and this is going to be ready to go into a flat file. So you could just grab this whole column, maybe it's 50 or 100 listings or whatever, grab the whole column and put it into your flat file for all the bullets, the titles, the description, and so on. Looks like Percy gave us a bit of a description even though there wasn't anything there. That'll have a few keywords in it. You're also going to have a column with backend keywords, as well as any restricted phrases found, and finally a used keywords column. So this is an auditing step that Percy does so that if you want to report on all the keywords that have been used in the listing, it's here for you as well. So this is the final step. This is where you can actually upload all of your changes easily into a flat file and get it onto Seller Central. I hope this has been helpful. This is sort of the final step of the catalog workflow. We have our catalog import. We already had a video about the rewriting catalog listings from scratch, so completely new copy. And now the last piece is if you want to keep your copy, here's how you can just get your keywords into the listings. Hope this is helpful. Let me know if there's any questions or anything I can help with, and happy selling. I'll chat to you soon.